Hi everyone, my name is Mansoor Ahmed, and I'm gonna talk about employees issue. There should be there is nowadays in the big companies. This is the one of the biggest issue that can someone can come across the employment issue. The reason could be the monitoring, motivating difficult employees, and the hiring the peoples. On the employment issue, the employee produce a less of productivity costing business type of type of personal use. Some monitoring the pitches different way we can monitor our employees as we can see. Uh, Second issue is the on the risk on the side on the employee side, it could be the risk of to the business as well, like bending the strong contention, potential legal liability, risk of lacking corporate secrets, and the limited executive uses, which can all of this could be a very high level risks for the business. On the benefit side, as we can see, the if we have like all the issues we cover up with, then we can see like the work and live work and life work, and their life is would be the balance. Then they could have like new secret breaks, business networking. They could have like networking system by the business by social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Hotmails, and so on. Interpersonal relationship between employees, they can grow up their employees much more stronger and stay longer at the work rather than going out somewhere here and there. Mm. The second issue is another issue is can come up like motivating the employees. So with the company manager, if they always have to motivate the employees, that they have to make the work as a fun, like instilling fun, knowing the con connection between the fun and the bottom line, recognizing the power of the lead. They also have to hold on the best employees, productivity, people, dignity, and self-respect to them. They have to give the inspiration, motivation, teamwork, care, or for their work, and encourage the team spirit. uh, Second thing is like when second thing they have to look up on the hiring the traits to look for, like when they're hiring a people, they have to know the knowledge of the client services and the team play, right? It's they can work as a team player or not, the technology concept, so they have to understand the technology that we're gonna use it, and the communication, which is the one of the biggest issue they can come up with. Communication issue, they always have to communicate with the consumer or the customers, or they have to communicate with their big supervisors. They have to communicate with their co-workers, so they have to understand their language or their understanding levels, so they can all working together. And they have to also have to follow up their skills, so they have to look for the skills they are on, so they can probably can work on it or not. And also the biggest issue at this stage in is like a lower maintenance. We always have to, like as an employee, we always as an employee employer, we always have to look like if the employee is working like working process is low maintenance or not. Somewhere is like higher maintenance, we cannot afford it. Obviously it's not going to help to the business. To the end is we can come up with, if we can consider all of the reasons that can help the employee to work more longer, they can stay more longer in the business, and which could be the benefit for the companies, rather than changing the employees one after another, which can damage their work produce the produce of the work as well. Thank you for listening. If please give me a thumbs up or if you like it. If you don't like it, feel free to do like thumbs down. Bye. Hello everyone, my name is Mansoor Ahmed. I'm the student of University of Ballarat. The topic on the project topic today I have is telecommunication. With telecommunication is one of the biggest community. The telecommunicating or the telecommunication is one of the biggest and easiest way to communicate with each other. Telecommunicating simply means to work from a remote location, usually from home, office, but it could be another alternative work site for one of those models. We can say it can communicate to work by the telephone instead of by physical means. And nowadays, with lot of work is done by the telecommunication. Mm, telecommunication. The diagram we can see on the diagram we have this employment advertising that in the advantage of telecommunication. As you can see on the diagram on the middle on there, it says the set of the schedule which give you all the worker installation hours. And the second diagram we have is the reduce the stress of the work. Then we have the fewer distance of the work, and it can also reduce the cost, like for example on the cost we have this clothing cost, transport cost, lunch cost, dry cleaning cost. It's all for the advantage of the employer. At the same time, it can also help the employee as well. But if the employer have less stress, they can work more on their work. If they don't have to go like long distance work, they don't have to go like a long way from home to office. Their distance, so they on that time they can work more on that as well. There, everything have advantage and disadvantage. There should have some disadvantage on telecommunication from the employer side, because they have the first thing is they're reducing the control of the co-working and supervising management. They have lack of supervision, so the supervisor doesn't know what they are working on it, how they're working on it. They have fewer career advertising and rising as well, and they have some teaching problems that can arise as well. The implement of the telecommunication is the AVC papers, task papers, people power, political and producer director, IT complexity, IT compatibility, and office training, testing, starter, and every relation as well. Relation as well. And IT capability of the home office training, test, start, and evaluation. All comes together. We can implement the telecommunication. As we can see, the number of hours employees spend on the work at home office increasing up to 31%. To the end, I can say to improve a better way to work. Uh, to work for the worker, the business company, they have to give them some sort of flexibility so they can work as a telecommunicate as from telecommunication from home via phone, which will help them to increase. It will motivate them to work more on their work, and they can also can understand, or they can also understand, and they can also understand the benefit of the workers and the business as well. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy it. Please give me a feedback. Bye. Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk. My name is Mansoor Ahmed. This project is about the outsourcing. Today I'm gonna talk about outsourcing. Outsourcing is the process of containing third parties to do work on the behalf of the client. It means that when people want to do some work from the other country, it's called the outsourcing from the client side. There will be many reasons to do outsourcing. There will be many reasons to do outsourcing. First reason is to the saving money. The outsourcing can save a lot of money for the client or for the business. It will also improve the quality of the work. But in this way, improve the quality of work. They can also focus on the core work. For example, if somebody doing developing on the software, they're gonna work on the marketing side. How they're gonna implement the software to the market. To the market. There are two different kinds of outsourcing. One is business process outsourcing, which is called BPO, and the second one is information technology outsourcing, which is ITO. Business process outsourcing is for the business purpose, and as the information technology for the for the IT sector. The outsourcing, there are a lot. There could be some risks for the doing when you do the outsourcing. It have less of control, quality and services support, reliability, privacy, and the time zone. Basically, the privacy is the time zone is the biggest issue in the outsourcing privacy, because when you're giving the work to some other company, they want to know the private the rules of the rules of the company, also the client information at the same time. Time management is like when you're giving them the work to do the work in a certain time, because you cannot like check it on like time to time, so that's why they always have the time management issues. And also when you do outsourcing from other countries, there's always have a like time zone issue as well, because there's like times is very different place, the times are very from different places. Mm, there are a lot of advantages in outsourcing, but basic advantage is each activity should be completed in perfect, so they can perfectly finish that activity. Separate controls of each operation, because we can put people in different places to do their specialties. We can separate the people to do the special work by their specialty. And it's perfect example, because when we're doing outsourcing, we spend less sort of money, so we can get a lot of stuff to work on the same project by the for the better goods of the work. Now, of course, there's some disadvantages on the outsourcing. Basically, the quality issues and the language, but they both are they both are linked to each other's. Quality issues always happen when we have like language barriers, like when giving them instruction how to work on it. They will probably they were not understanding, but they have the understanding problem, because we always have to contact with them via email or on the phone, so which is pretty hard to explain them how to work on it. But as we see at the end, I can say every side has a good and bad side. If there's depend on the project to project, how you working on it, how the project manager is working on it. So once the project we give and once they have the proper understanding on the project, the work can be done in like 100% ways. Thank you for listening. Click, give me a feedback if you like. Just put the thumbs up. If you don't like, you can just put the thumbs back down. Bye.